Hi class, today we're going to be working on the Pythagorean theorem in the coordinate plane. So all this is looking at a right triangle in the coordinate plane and being able to determine what the length of hypotenuse is, essentially. So if we follow these simple directions, this will be pretty easy. So we're trying to solve for AB. And AB, as you can see, is the longest side of the right triangle, which is otherwise known as the hypotenuse. So that is going to be considered C. So now all we have to do is look in the coordinate plane and determine what the length of each side is. So we're going to call this bottom AC A. And if we look, it is 1, 2, 3 units wide. And then for BC, it is 1, 2, as you go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units tall. So B is going to be 7. So if we're going to solve for C, it's going to be 3 squared plus 7 squared equals C squared. So now all we have to do is square each of those numbers, and 3 squared is 9, 7 squared is 49, and that's going to equal C squared. So 49 plus 9 is going to be 58. And if I take the square root of 58, that is going to equal 7.62. So that would be the length of AB. And that's the object, is just to solve for that. So using the Pythagorean theorem in the coordinate plane isn't any more difficult than the problems that we've done thus far. All right, we're going to take a look at another example below. And when we take a look here, it says to find the length of JK, follow the steps. So we're going to draw JK. And let's see if I can do it halfway decent straight line. Not so great. Sorry about that. And find the lengths of each of the legs. And then use the Pythagorean theorem to solve for JK. So if we draw the rest of the right triangle in here, that will help. So now we have side A, which we can count as 2 units tall. And then we're going to have this other side. If we go from K, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units wide. So we're solving for JK, which is going to be our C. So here, if we take 2 squared plus 8 squared, that's going to equal C squared. 2 squared is 4, 8 squared is 64, equals C squared. Now I have to add those two together. I'm going to get 68 equals C squared. I have to take the square root of both sides, and the square root of 68 is going to give me 8.25. So that will be the length of JK. So at this point, what I want you to do is continue on and try to practice some of the problems that come afterward. If you need help, I'll be here. Thanks. Taking a look at, oops.